If your heart rate wasn't elevated during the divisional round, were you even watching the games? We are down to 4 teams, 2 in the AFC and 2 in the NFC, which means it's conference championship weekend. Win this and you got a one-way ticket to the Super Bowl. But first, let's unpack what went down, what it means, and who is left standing as we sprint towards Super Bowl 60. The divisional round games were wild. They were cinematic television full of overtime drama, giant linemen scoring touchdowns, and young stars walking the tightrope. The Broncos opened the divisional round with an AFC divisional thriller in Denver. The Broncos outlasted the Buffalo Bills in a back-and-forth overtime classic, winning 33-30 thanks to a game-winning field goal. And get this, in one of the season's most unexpected moments, 315-pound offensive lineman Frank Crum actually scored a touchdown, selling a block and hauling in a TD pass. Buffalo went toe-to-toe, but with 5 turnovers and a late surge from Denver ultimately cost him the game. The loss also sparked major organizational changes as the Bills fired head coach Sean McDermott in the aftermath of this game. The Seahawks versus the 49ers. The Seahawks weren't playing games. They flattened the 49ers in a dominant win that never even felt competitive. In a snowy, grinded-out battle in New England, the Patriots earned a spot in the AFC Championship game after defeating the Texans 28-16. It was a game full of turnovers, with 4 picks in the game. CJ Stroud, the starting quarterback, where the Texans almost thought about benching himself. And even though it wasn't the same outcome as last weekend, the Bears gave us another edge-of-your-seat playoff dramatics in Soldier Field. Caleb Williams, the Bears quarterback, threw probably the greatest pass of all time in the history of football and took the Bears into overtime. But then he threw an interception which shifted the momentum of the game, and the Rams were able to win the game by a field goal, making the score 20-17. This weekend's conference championship games are set, folks. Let's break them down. In the AFC Conference Championship, the #1 Broncos will be hosting the #2 Patriots. But we need to pause for a second because the Denver win that got them to this point didn't come without a cost. In the second to last play of the game, Bo Nix got a season-ending injury. So now the Denver Broncos will be walking to their biggest game in 10 years without the quarterback that got them here. Instead, they're playing a backup quarterback who hasn't played a snap all season. But it's Mile High City now, baby. Jarrett Stidham will be stepping in for the big dance. This is what football is all about. The storylines that you just can't make up. The underdog that you can't help but cheer for. It's finally the year that we get to keep the Chiefs out of the Super Bowl. We do not need the Patriots to enter the chat. Plus, the Patriots have an 0-4 record in playoff games in Denver, and I will be there to witness it go 0-5. In the NFC Conference Championship, the #1 seed Seahawks will be hosting the only wildcard team left, the LA Rams. They somehow always find a way to win, but Seattle's home crowd and momentum will give them a huge advantage. Sam Darnold is fighting for the I Belong Here title, a career that refused to end quietly. Matthew Stafford is fighting for legacy, showing that experience despite age still matters when everything is on the line.